hypnotized. I couldn't be asleep. I have insomnia.
Well, that really has nothing to do with it. See, you're relaxed, right? You're very relaxed and you're happy, right? See how relaxed?
I'm relaxed. I'm not particularly happy.
You're very happy, Mr. Moody. So happy you'd like to turn a cartwheel. That's how happy you are. You would.
Oh, now that's ridiculous. I've never turned a cartwheel in my life. I don't intend to turn one now.
But you will when I count to three. 1, 2, and 3. Turn.
And what's more, you cannot make me turn a
Oh.
cartwheel.
All right. Well, that's all right. You take my hand. I want you to come over here, and I want you to sit down in your chair, and I want you to go to sleep and work on your insomnia, okay? You just sit down and relax and sleep. Way down. Now, all the way on the stage, take a very deep breath, and when I count to 3, I want you to open your eyes, sit up in your chair. Do not awaken. There's a fly in your nose. 1, 2, and 3. All of you open your eyes, sit up in your chair. There's a fly in the very tip of your nose. Get him up. Get him up. He tickles you. He's on the very tip of your nose. Get him out there. There he's buzzing around. He's going in your hair. And your hair on top of your head. The fly's going all over the place. And your hair now is buzzing around and around. The fly is buzzing everywhere and all over. The fly is buzzing. There it goes. Watching it. Buzz, buzz, buzz. It's around. Buzz, buzz. Oh. I'm sorry, all of you. Freeze! Sorry about that. Let's see how creative these people are. When I count to 3, all of you stage, you open your eyes and stand up. You think you're washing machines. 1, 2, and 3, all of you up. You're a washing machine. You're a heck of a washing machine. You're a great washing machine. Look how old Mr. Mooney is. One of those up and down things. Meanwhile, an agitator. This must be an Irish washing machine. I don't know. You're getting clogged up. I think that's the kind you put 25 cents into. And freeze! When I count to 3, all of you stage are coffee pots. 1, 2, and 3, you're a coffee pot. Yeah, well, everybody does it. Don't we do it every day? We have a river crying and a big red-headed drip over here. There's a bird. I don't know what that is over there, to tell you the truth. Freeze! When I count to 3, all of you stage are monsters in a monster movie. 1, 2, and 3, you're mean. And you're ugly. And everybody's an actor. Everybody in the world is a frustrated actor. And they're all, oh, wait, freeze! That's enough of that. That's enough of that. When I count to 3, all of you on the stage, except for Lucy, sit down in your chairs and string some beads. It's good therapy. You can make a necklace. 1, 2, and 3, sit down. Look at that. Welcome to the Wax Museum. Go ahead, you sit down and relax and have fun and string some beads. These two are perfect for a bit that I do when I get these kind of people. I want to do it. I've got my props over here. Before I was diagnosed,
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know why my body was moving like it had a mind.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's me, Suze.
It turns out
I was just sitting here chilling out, and of course seeing what's happened in the very few hours I've been asleep. But everybody wants to talk about hypnosis. A lot of people imply that mind control comes through this hypnosis, and that's why I've experienced what I've experienced, because I'm under some mind control hypnosis program, which is funny, because I agreed and consented to a bunch of higher learning like I've talked about, and then not only did I get to experience it and benefit from it, but then I watched many of my YouTube online acquaintances and enemies, and even a couple friends, relate to it as like an acid trip. And of course, people were laughing hysterically. It's funny, too. I noticed that a lot of people that have gone through the process seem to have amnesia and don't quite remember it, which cracks me up, because, see, that's where we have to talk about that Stooge story, or not Stooge, Scrooge. Scrooge story, again and again. And we're not going to tell it right now because Lucy's coming back on. But I had the perfect opportunity to pick the phone up and just go ahead and document it, since it's a subject on everybody's mind. I'm talking about the hypnosis. They call it NLP these days if you want to get all scientific and technical. It's a great way, I think, for people to get the confidence that if somebody frees their mind out of a jail for a few minutes, that they can go ahead and experience what it's like to be out of the box. I mean, I told a story about 3 years old. My mom and dad allegedly snuck me into a car show because they didn't want to spend the money to get me in as a kid. I don't think so. I mean, usually 3 and under is free, right? But I hid in this box in a 32 Pontiac. And of course, once I got to the show, they let me out of the box. Ugh. Was very odd. No harm came to me in the box. I mean, maybe it's analogies for that Schrodinger's cat bullshit, right? If you look in the box, the cat's alive, and if you don't, it's dead. And the whole thing about ghosting people or stealing an identity and finding yourself dead in the community amongst the living. One time, Z and Channelot put it like being exiled to live on the edge of the perimeter of the powwow village. I mean, talk about arrogant and ignorant, right? I mean, somebody that didn't even do anything to hurt anybody goes to the edge? Well, right. Here we go. It's Oliver and Hardy.
Don't worry, Stanley.
I don't want to be late, Ollie.
Don't worry, Stanley. We've got plenty of time.
What time is it, Ollie?
Look.
Check that glitch out.
What a mess you got me into, Stanley.
Sorry, Ollie. I just read you, Ollie.
We better do the group therapy. When I come to see all of you stage your beautiful, graceful ballet dancers, and you'll stand up and do a beautiful, graceful ballet. 1, 2, and 3, up. Oh, look at that. Are you ready? Oh, that's beautiful. Great dancers we have tonight. Freeze. Thing you didn't have in midair. I think we'll go back their seats. When I count to 3, all of you on the stage will go back to your seats in the audience. But as you go back to your seats, you're going to dance, because you're all great dancers. You're going to do an exotic voodoo dance back to your seat.
It's that witchcraft, huh? Tag Elvis song. Well, I mean, Elvis sang it. One of the many people. Not everyone, they say, is suggestible enough to be put under. First time and only time I ever had that done. Nice.
Oh my. Isn't she amazing?
Well, for someone as gullible as you are, yes. Personally, I think the whole evening was wasted.
She's gonna tell him Snooky Wookie.
No, really.
Aren't you even gonna try it?
Well, of course not. Do you really believe that a grown man is going to put himself to
Say it, girl.
simply by saying 99 Snooky Ooka?
Oh,
Are you with me? Mooney. Mr. Mooney, wake up. Snooky, Ooka, wait, Miss Pat. Miss Pat, Snooky. Oh, I gotta get you out of here, Snooky.
okay.
Television across the decades presents the
One time,
Donna Reed Show. Next on
at a comedy club bar, somebody way better than the Sunnyside's Colin Rosati had me up on stage. And there were only a few of us that had a choice if we wanted to stay or not. We weren't totally under, and we weren't blocked. So I did stay, and it wasn't a very fun experience for me. I started crying when they wanted me to hold a baby. That was before I ever had kids. And then when I was pregnant, I went and saw a clinical hypnotist because theoretically they could help you do a natural birth easier than if you tried it alone. But I had a forced C-section. So see, if they would have been successful with that, maybe I would have died, or maybe my daughter would have died. So believe me, you don't do anything that you wouldn't normally do. It just opens your mind up a little bit, way more than insurance does. So with that, I'm off the phone and back to my morning. Have a lovely day.